Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's video. This is my second session boxing with my bag outside. I'm just wrapping my hands right now since otherwise they would get absolutely destroyed, which before I started boxing, that's what I used to do. And let's just say that's probably the reason why my hands have like a bad pain whenever I try to punch sometimes. Now, I read your comments after the first video and I realized, yes, I made a lot of mistakes. In fact, I made so many mistakes that I don't even know how I posted that video. Looking back at the form on it was just like, honestly, I don't know how I did it. I'll show you guys a clip of it right now, but it looks terrible. Like, this doesn't look the best, like, albeit this is like me 10 minutes into the session, but like my hands aren't up, my fists aren't like straight. So hopefully with this session I do a little bit. This is my first time like watching it. I think I'm trying to learn how to like throw a jab, and like instead of doing all out, I'm trying to learn on the basics. This is me just throwing a jab. I am southpaw since my strong hand's my left, and I'm just kind of working on that since I never knew that. So most of the time I'd have my feet in like the orthodox position, which, you know, would not be best for me. Now I think the first part of this session is just me kind of learning how to like punch around it. Since I was very static in the first video, I wouldn't move that much. So I'm trying to work on like moving a little bit more. Here you can see me just kind of getting used to this position because it's still like very weird to me. I'm just trying to learn how to like throw simple jabs, not doing like insane combinations, but like learning to keep my hands up, lean back when I punch, or well after I punch, and learning how to throw a decent hook without injuring my hand, which I did a lot my last session. I'd constantly injure myself if I'd hit a power punch, and I think that's because of the position my hand was in. Like I'd not punch with my first two knuckles, I'd punch with like my other two, which it just caused me to like, it'd cause me so much more pain than it should do, and it'd cause way less power too. So I'm trying to work on like throwing a decent hook. And yes, I know my right hook looks horrible, but hey, it could be worse. It could be the first session. One thing I've tried to learn on this right now, I've not done it just yet, but I'm trying to learn like I'm having a boxing match with the bag. I'm trying to like weave its punches, and when it's leaning back to me, I'm kind of acting like that's like it trying to jab me, because I've been told a few times to pretend that the bag is someone that you're fighting so you can see how you'd actually box. And it is like a lot more energy wasting. So yeah, I've realised that, and I've realised how bad like my stamina is for boxing. Like I can run a decent amount and my stamina is not the worst, but for boxing it's like a completely different game. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that in the future. And with bulking up right now, I'm making sure to stay as fit as possible, which this is like my main assistance with. I think here I'm trying to go like a little bit more powerful and a little bit more out with it, since the start was kind of me warming up. And also I'm asking you guys a question here. I only show the first 10 minutes of me using the bag and then the last 10 minutes, since because there's a decent amount of time in between that. And I don't know if you guys would want to see that, but I don't know if I'd run out of things to say. Here you can see me just like trying to like work on my hook, because my hook's like the main reason for me actually like taking damage. And here I'm trying to implement like the sparring part here. I'm trying to pretend like I'm actually sparring the bag and see how I'd actually do. And I know this looks very like slow, like my speed is not the best when it comes to boxing, neither is my power, but they'll come up in the future. And I know this is like a long way away from like me actually reaching my goal of becoming like an actual good boxer who's able to like have like a boxing match in the future, because I'd actually like to box in the future. Probably not like professionally, but I'd want to have like an entire like boxing match, not just like a spar. But I still need to learn how to spar first. I'm just hoping my boxing place allows me to, but I think they know that I'm like not exactly there just yet, since I started under 2 months ago. So I am nowhere near at that point right now. I had to pause there just to re-wrap my hands since I accidentally got something inside there. But here I am back on it, and now I'm trying to go like a little bit more powerful, moving around it a decent amount. I'm just trying to make do for my mistakes I made last time. I also tried shadow boxing a little bit before this, or like just like a few days beforehand, because I did like another sparring session with the bag, like just after I made my first video, and like the improvements weren't quite there, and that was like before like I took advice from your guys' tips. So this is like a few days afterwards, and this was recorded like a few days ago. I just haven't had the time to like commentate it. And here I'm just getting my hands warmed up right now, and now I'm pretending that I'm actually having a sparring match. So everything's going at like a slightly faster pace, going like a little bit heavier. I know here I probably should try like duck and weave a little bit more. I haven't got my dodges down just yet, which I need to try do, since as a small fighter I need to get in, get out pretty easily, which I'll learn in the future. Here I'm not really trying to like do like a specific fighter style. Like I'm not trying to do like a Mike Tyson style or like kind of hands down. I'm just trying to learn like whatever feels comfortable to me, like have my own style in a way. And obviously I'm taking like tips off like having it being like, well, the normal boxing technique, but I'm trying to kind of do my own thing here. My headphones keep on falling down here, which, you know, isn't the best, but I don't really like training without music, since I don't really have anyone else to like really speak to when sparring, and it'd be like a lot more boring if I actually didn't have like no music or podcast on, which I'm pretty sure I just have like some boxing music on right now. I'm planning on having my first spar in the future as well. I don't really know when, but I'm wanting to do one soon, like this year definitely. Maybe in October or September, just when I can feel comfortable enough to like actually be put in a spar, because although yes, they're a lot safer than like going straight into a match, they are still like very intense and can cause injury. So I need to make sure I'm at least a little prepared, and if I do sparring, I'll do it 16-ounce gloves, headgear on, and probably starting off with body shots only, because headshots well, they can hurt even with headgear on. The thing is, I haven't really got much fighters I can take advice from. Here I'm just spinning, by the way, since I got told one time where you can like spin a decent amount and pretend like you've been rocked or in a way. So like it'd see how like you respond to like being dizzy and trying to fight. I guess I tried to do that, but I don't think I spun enough to actually be dizzy. I was a tiny bit dizzy, but I think that was because I was just like low on energy. But what I was saying before was that I don't really have a lot of fighters that I like watch. Like I don't watch boxing too much. The most I've seen is from the YouTuber boxing place, which although that's like obviously not high schooled, it does help like teach like people who are like very beginner boxers to me in a way, and also it's just what I enjoy more, which although I'm probably learning much less than I would watching a fight with like Usyk or Fury or something, it's also just funner for me, and I don't really want it to be like a huge priority. I don't want to be a professional boxer, but I still want to learn and be pretty decent at it, which I think for watching like YouTuber influencers, it's not the worst thing I could be watching at least. But I do remember I used to mimic KSI style of fighting, which I'm pretty sure that's like the one where he does like star jumps in a way, which I got made fun of a lot when I tried to do like a little play spar with my brother, because I tried to do that, he went straight for me and I didn't know how like the style actually works, so I got hit pretty badly. Thankfully, he was going very light on me, since I am like 30 kg less than him, so yeah, but at least there was that. But I'm trying to see why that style's decent, and I'm realizing that it'd probably not be the best for me, since I want to learn how to just like be, you know, have like a normal style. But I do like his kind of way of having like the legs kind of stretched out in a way, I mean, you can't really see it in this frame, but my legs are pretty stretched out, and I guess it does help with like bouncing in a way, to kind of like stay on your toes, because you kind of have to do that on boxing. You can't like be flat-footed, which although I'm still nowhere near like at the point where I'm like bouncing around, I'm still trying to learn. I can definitely see like the improvements I'm making from like my first session with the bags. Like honestly, the improvement I've seen is insane. Like although this is certainly very flawed, and you guys could definitely like tell me like 5 things that I'm doing wrong, which if you do, you can comment if you guys want, because I am so open to taking advice. I know that I'm nowhere near like decent enough yet. But that's the good thing about making YouTube videos. Even if I get comments saying that my boxing is terrible, which, to be honest, they are not wrong, it also helps a lot with seeing your guys' advice, because I probably would have not practiced shadow boxing or tried doing the basics if it wasn't for you guys. So I have got to give you guys a hand to that, because it helped me a decent amount, and I don't think I would have changed from that first session if it weren't for you guys. I feel like one thing I'm doing decent here compared to last time is that I have my arms up a decent amount, like they're up to my chin, because I realised when I used to like not know much about boxing, I thought they was protecting like their full face. So I thought when you have your gloves up, you have it gloves up to like where your eyes are, so you can't see your face. But I realised the main thing they're protecting is their chin, since that's the one where, you know, if it collides, it's gonna make you like fall over, or it's got like a very high chance of making you fall. So I'm trying to learn how to have my hands up a little bit higher, and here I'm pretty sure I'm kind of gassed right now. I think this is like the last 10 minutes or so of this session, so like I can tell why I'm tired. And I think I'm taking a break because it was pretty hot that day, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that I was taking a break. But I am definitely more surprised with how I'm boxing right now, because even like looking back at it now, it looks a lot more improved. Like, it's certainly not amazing, and here it definitely has like some flaws with some of the punches, but it looks like such a massive improvement, even if it's not like the best of boxing. But hey, I'm 2 sessions in. This is my second video of me like actually using this bag. Right now I'm stretching just because my shoulders are usually like kind of hurt after like in training too intensely. So right now I'm just kind of resting up. Here I'm pretty sure I just couldn't get my headphones on. The boxing gloves make it pretty hard to like get them on, especially with turning them on. Like here I'm pretty sure it took me like 5 attempts just to put the play button on. And here I'm still trying to like work out on like me like sparring someone, and just kind of getting comfortable with like imagining the bag is someone I'm fighting. And here I kind of went a little weird because I was just doing hooks over and over again, which wouldn't really happen if I was actually fighting someone. But I guess it's helping me with the technique a little more. I think the main differences I had between the first session and the last is that, number one, I have my hands up now. Like I have like one hand protecting my chin here. Number two, you guys can't see this, but my knees are bent, so it's actually a lot better than last time, since my knees were completely like straight up, which, let's just say, it wasn't the best for me like moving about fast, which is why I seemed like so sluggish in my last session. And I think the third thing is me just kind of, instead of going like full power, I'm going more like getting like fast quick shots off and getting my technique better, like getting in and getting out. Like when I'm taking a jab here, I'm leaning back a little bit since I want to take a jab and then move, jab and move, which I didn't really do last session. I was just kind of punching all out and then going to like rest for 30 seconds, like jogging on the bag, which probably would be decent if I was any better at boxing, but unfortunately for now I don't think I should be doing that. Here I'm trying to like do like a little technique. I think something that I saw online off this other YouTuber. I can't really remember who. but I'm trying to implement a little bit more combos right now, and it is not the like best looking combo, and I'm just trying to like slow it down right now, just so it's like a lot more like manageable to me. And by the way, that last punch is supposed to be an uppercut, but the thing is, I'm really struggling to hit uppercuts nowadays. I don't know how to hit an uppercut really. I think this bag isn't really best for uppercuts really, so yeah, I guess that's kind of my mistake. Here I'm still just trying to act like the bag is someone I'm sparring with, which hopefully this will help me in the future when I'm sparring someone, because this is like me like kind of running a little bit tired, not completely on empty, because I don't want to like lose all my energy in one of these sessions, since I want to focus more on technique right now than agility, and like doing this for like 12 like for 6-12 rounds, because I feel like technique's the most important part, since yeah, I could maybe last 12 rounds doing like at the pace that I am, but could I last that long against someone who's got better technique? That doesn't mean I'll not try to improve my agility in the future. Like, obviously I'll try and improve my agility and stamina, but for the time being in boxing, I'm just kind of working on just getting the technique down, and maybe in the future I can focus more on agility and stamina stuff, especially since I'm bulking and I kind of struggle to put on weight. But I think this is the end of the session. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I think I've got something to say here, so I'll see you guys then. Boxing session done. I have actually got like a full-on session tomorrow at a boxing place, but yeah, I thought I'd hit some bags, since I haven't really done any bag work since the last time I showed you guys. But yeah, I feel like I've made some progress. I feel like I'm better than my first session. The shadow boxing comments have helped, and I've been working on that more. I've been watching more fights to see what other fighters do and what other play styles I can do. But yeah, I'm excited to continue on this journey. I'm still bulking up right now so I can gain more muscle. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I have been Ali, and goodbye.